Anyway, let's begin. Let's we're doing a show here. Folks, there's a war going on. Now, I'm not talking about, us drones striking kids in Afghanistan or Yemen or whatever. I'm not talking about that kind of war. I'm talking about a culture war. I'm talking about the decay of American culture, folks. That's right. There's a new war in this country. First, there was the war on Christmas, the war on terror, and now, something even more terrorizing to Americans, a war on cops. 24-hour period sees 13 police officers wounded by gunfire. 13 police officers were wounded in shootings over a 24-hour period across 4 states. I covered some of these shootings, but thank you, Fox News, for helping me out, filling in the blanks here. This is what we call the war on cops. Betsy Branter-Smith, spokeswoman for the National Police Association and 29-year police veteran who trains officers, told Fox News Digital. We are constantly attacked, and we are either attacked doing very simple things, traffic stop, responding to a 911 call, a domestic, all of that! They're attacked, folks. The incidents happen in Arizona, Maryland, New Mexico, and Pennsylvania. Here are some of the details. Folks, 24-hour periods sees 13 police officers wounded. Can I get an officer down? Arizona, 9 officers shot. I already covered this on a video, so I'm going to skip that. Maryland, 2 police officers shot. Late Friday afternoon, 2 police officers were shot and wounded in Frederick, Maryland, while responding to calls of a suspicious person. The suspect was also shot during the incident, and Maryland officials transported him to a nearby hospital. New Mexico, 1 state trooper shot. A New Mexico state state police officer, was also shot and wounded Friday. And then now we see someone with pink hair. Pennsylvania, 1 SWAT officer shot. Folks, the SWAT. I'm not even going to bother. Who cares about SWAT? 59% increase. If you don't think cops are humans, let's be honest here. SWAT are the scummest of the scum. 2021 FBI counted 73 officers intentionally killed in the line of duty. That's nearly 59% increase compared to 46 intentionally killed in 2020. The last time more than 72 officers were killed was in 1995. 72 officers were killed was in 1995 when 74 officers were intentionally killed on the job. Folks, there's a war on cops. Progressive policies to blame? Oh, God. That's a young Rudy. All right, so they're going to blame the left. So the left, which has no power, right? Anywhere. There's no power anywhere where the left has it in this country. But they're going to blame the left. Branter-Smith and former New York City Police Commissioner, pointed to progressive bail reform and prosecution policies that have allowed repeat offenders to be released from prison and back into the communities without vetting. Now, again, is there any evidence at all that the people that are shoplifting some makeup or steaks, whatever, are going to prison and coming out and then shooting cops? Is there any evidence that these are the same people that are shooting cops, going to prison, and then being released immediately and then shooting cops again? Because that's what they're trying to pretend here. That someone not going to jail because they stole a loaf of bread for their kid, then they're going to, okay, so they go into the court system, they get found guilty, or they pay a fine, they don't go to prison, they walk out of the courtroom, buy a gun, and shoot a cop? What is the argument here, and why do people, not ask these questions? The message that politicians and district attorneys have been sending to criminals is that you can commit crimes with impunity. That's not what anyone says. No one says that. There are 0 people saying that. And since they're not doing stop, question, and frisk anymore, criminals are emboldened to carry guns now that they would not have before, and it's just a downward cycle. There is no evidence for that at all. There is no evidence for that at all. But again, folks, there's a war on cops. The cops, folks, engaging in a war on the civilians in this country. And some of them are, they're not having a good time in doing so. So what are you going to do? War on cops, folks. Anyway, I'm here for it. You heard it here first. If there's any channel that covers police violence as well as mine, right? When police violence, that is to say violence on police, right? I think I've probably got the crown on that one. And so I've been saying, like, as someone that monetizes whenever police get shot or injured, I like to monetize that. On my YouTube channel, I monetize that. I also monetize that via incoming donations and so forth. People give me money to report on officers being down, and so as a result, I do so. I have a vested interest in reporting on this news, which I do. I'm a news reporter. I report the news, and I can tell you, there's a lot of cops getting shot, and I've been making a lot of money on that. So just throwing that out there. Officer down, war on cops. There you go. Buzzwords.